beautiful souls. I hope you all are doing great. If you like my videos, like my channel, please like, share, subscribe and comment and click on the bell icon so that you get notified of all my future videos. Coming to today's topic, it is about Akashic Records reading and Akashic Records healing, of course. How is it done? There are two ways in which I do Akashic Records reading. First one is you can send us your questions and we will reply you with the answers. So you don't have to do anything from your end apart from sending your questions and of course your details which are important for us to connect with your energies, like your name and all, right? The other method which we are going to elaborate in this series is Akashic Records through hypnotherapy, Akashic Records reading and healing through hypnotherapy. In this, actually the difference between both, if you send us your questions, will only be able to answer your questions and provide you with the solutions, but we cannot heal you then and there. But if you get your Akashic reading done through hypnotherapy, we can provide you healing then and there. We will help you meet with your angel guides, ask your questions by yourself, and they will give you blessings, guidance, healings, cord cuttings, whatever solution is required. Sometimes if there are any heavy karmas or something like that, they can help you cancel, clear your karmas. Or if it is not possible to cancel or clear karmas, then they will help you postpone them or maybe divide it into smaller sections so that you are not affected by the heaviness of the karmas. If it is so mandatory for you to come, they will not only provide you reasons for that but also solutions, which is obviously which is not possible if you send us your questions. We can only answer you with the things that, okay, this is the karma and you have to get the healing done. This is all we can do, but we cannot heal you. We cannot cut your cords. Also, another difference is that in Akashic Records hypnotherapy, sometimes guides advise you to visit your past life and see how things are. So in this, we do your past life regression session along with this Akashic Records thing, which is again not possible if you send us your questions, right? So these are the common differences. I personally prefer getting it done through hypnotherapy because again it's an one-on-one interaction, and based on your response we can, ask other questions, we can seek solutions, remedies, therapies, we can visit your past life if required. So lot many things can be done, right? Modifications and certain things can be done. And if you send your questions, it will be just like you sending us your questions, we providing you with the most suitable answers, most helpful answers. Of course, everything is if you just want to see, the thing is, if you want to know answers to questions, then of course you can go for reading done. But if you want healing, regression, all these things with Akashic reading, then better to go for hypnotherapy. So it again depends on what you are looking for. If you are only looking for answers, then without a doubt you can go for Akashic Records reading, where you send your questions and a team will send you answers, right? And of course, if there are any healing required, we will tell you that, okay, get this healing done, it will help you a lot, or get this therapy done, it will help you a lot, right? So there's the difference. Now coming to Akashic Records hypnotherapy, again, as I have mentioned, who can seek this therapy? And who can ask questions in Akashic Records, basically, and what kind of questions to ask. See, any person who is having any kind of difficulty in their life. Let's say you want to know why are certain experiences happening to you, what is your relationship with certain person, who are your karmics, and is that person your karmic, or why are you dealing with certain physical, mental, emotional health issues, why are you struggling financially or in your career, why are you having less self-confidence, why are you anything, why is your name so and so, it can be any questions from A to Z, any question. You can ask from Akashic Records, but yes, one thing, make sure that you do not ask free will questions like, should I do this or that? It's like it's your choice. Do not ask the questions where you can make a choice. Instead, you can ask that, what will be better for me to do this or that? That you can ask, but don't ask, should I do that or this? Again, so don't ask these questions. Again, time frame questions, please avoid time frame questions, because in spiritual world there is no linear time frame. So chances are that there can be bit of inaccuracies with time frame questions, right? Instead, you can ask that, what can you do to achieve results faster and sooner? And yes, there is a technique to asking time frame questions also. So if you want to ask time frame questions, of course we will guide you on how to ask that, right? So these are the things. So basically you can ask anything about your marriage, career, your birth, your experiences, your struggles, your beliefs, your patterns, your unexplained wounds, your traumas, anything, your relations, your twin flame, your karmics, your soulmates, anything about your past, present, your possible future, everything you can ask, right? Your future lives, your past lives, anything you can ask. Now, what we do in the therapy and what you can expect, of course, here we are elaborating more on Akashic Records hypnotherapy. So, in this, you can expect not only answers to these questions but also solutions and guidance on resolution of these problems, healing of these problems. Again, resolution depends, it varies from person to person depending on the problems and questions. Sometimes it can be cord cutting, sometimes it can be healing and blessing, sometimes it can be forgiveness, sometimes it can be karmic preponement, karmic postponement, clearance or modifications. Sometimes it can be just visiting your past life. Sometimes it can be nothing but just making certain changes in your current life on a daily basis. It can be anything depending on, again, your problem. If there are things which are done on an etheric level which are not practically done, like making certain changes to your daily life, if that is not the case, let's say if you require cord cutting, healing, blessing, karmic things and all, then we do it then and there in the healing, then and there in the therapy. Also revisiting your past life we do then and there in the therapy, right? Now these are the things which you can expect. How do we do that? Basically, when you contact us, we have a pre-talk with you where we understand your question, factors influencing your question, your beliefs, or factors which we will require, basically the things which we need to know for the therapy, which are related to the questions you are asking, right? So after that, we will advise you certain techniques which you can practice on an everyday basis, certain preparatory techniques, so that we are sure that you have a successful Akashic Records hypnotherapy, right? um, because the reason for this is there are a few people who had contacted me in the past saying that I got my hypnotherapy done, I got my regression done from someone else, and it was not a success. So to ensure that we have 100% success rate, your brain is totally receptive to the therapy, we give you certain preparatory techniques. Again, based on the receptivity and response of your mind, it can be for 1 day, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, and so on. Usually it doesn't take more than 10 days for your mind to be completely prepared for the therapy, but once it has happened to me, and that too because the client was not regular with her techniques, with her practice, because these are the techniques which you have to practice on a daily basis, and you have to update us, you have to share your experiences of your exercises with us. Okay, so this is how your preparatory techniques will be. Then your session will be scheduled. It is done for approx 2 hours. Usually it is not at all recommended to have more than 2 hours, but sometimes, rarely, it does happen that it goes beyond that, little bit beyond that. Sometimes, of course, if all the things are done, it can end before 2 hours also, but approx we take 2 hours in hand. It is done through live video call, Zoom live video call. Sessions will be recorded and recording will be sent to you. Don't worry, there is complete confidentiality, complete anonymity will be maintained, right? So now this therapy is done, and there we will do the things which I have mentioned already. You will meet your spirit guides, you will ask your guardian angels about the things. You can also ask names of your spirit guides, guardian angels, and basically the different spiritual things also you can ask, like what is the purpose, what is your entire soul purpose, of incarnating on this plane, what are the specific missions you have to complete, what are the specific debts or certain things which you have to accomplish as a soul. Are you a light worker or not? Are you star seed? Or if you are a star seed, what was the history behind it? Anything you can ask. And okay, so once after the therapy is done, we'll have post therapy conversation, in which of course you can share your experiences with us, you can ask any doubts, we will share further things with you, like how you can proceed from now on, and all the things will advise you, will guide you over that. Also, if there are any changes or any things which are required for you to practice for a few days on a daily basis, so that the healing is complete, totally 100% successful, and your future is also, ensure that it is a smooth thing, because the therapy is successful, but there are few changes which we have to make in our everyday life, which ensures that, okay, past and present is completely healed, but future also remains healed. So for that, if required, if guides advise us, we give certain post therapy techniques for practice for a few days, right? And this is how your therapy is done. If you need more advice, more information of what Akashic records are and how is it done and all other things, I have made a separate video on other channel. I'll be giving its link here in the pin comment below. Do watch that as well, and it will give you more clarity. And of course, there is another video on this channel about myths on deep rooted healings, which is applicable to Akashic readings as well. So please go and watch that. It will help you a lot in providing clarity and removing certain, bursting out certain myths from your mind, if you have any. Yeah. So this was all about Akashic records hypnotherapy, which we do. And that's all for today's video. Take care, stay blessed till we meet again.